Hi guys, welcome to So Jannelle. I'm your host Jannelle, so bringing you stories of immigration and representation. Today on the show, I am so happy that we finally got him. I have been waiting, praying, requesting years to get you. And then finally, God looked at me and smiled and said, this is the week. And via our friends at Tremendous Communications, hi Jer, hi Ashley, hi Joey, they said, oh, you can get Vinnie if you like. I said, yes, of course. I've been waiting. Vincent Rodriguez joining us on the show. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, Jannelle. Or is it So Jannelle?
So Jannelle, so pretty.
Pretty Jannelle.
So smart.
Jannelle's pretty so. It all works.
Yes, right? As long as you put the so.
As long as you put the
so
and
first.
Maybe like a so.
So late.
The three O's are no. You can't.
So
I feel like if you're Filipino and you say sorry, I'm so late. Oh, so
yes.
You're on time.
Exactly, right? Yes.
You're ethnically on time.
Exactly. Well, let me start by, we talk about representation.
Yeah.
You are that for us. Because even before all these Filipinos coming up, you have been there hustling and making sure that we are represented.
I have been for a long time, even before you saw me on a screen.
Yes.
I was doing that in New York in musical theater, and I didn't realize what it would become. Right. So this is a very big moment for me.
You made history as one of the first Filipino-Americans lead in a network musical comedy. What did that moment mean to you, and when did that really sink in?
The moment I got the job of Josh Chan to star in the two main stars to star in a musical TV show that ended up winning Emmy Awards and things. I was in disbelief because I'd never seen Josh Chang. It wasn't Chan yet because they just wanted an Asian actor, and then they made him Filipino after they hired me to honor my Filipino heritage.
Yes.
It was very surreal because that doesn't happen, Jannelle. As an actor, you read the breakdown. That's the email you get, like audition for this part, here's the description. It was me, and I never ever saw that. And if I did, it was they wanted a white character.
Yes.
Or maybe open ethnicity, maybe.
Ambiguous. Ethnically ambiguous, right?
But this time, they wanted Asian, and they didn't care. They just wanted an Asian background. And I just thought, I know who this guy is. I am him. I was him. I have a lot of ideas on how this character could be played. And I mean, I don't know. The fates were with me because, what I did on the show for 4 seasons was far beyond what I did in my audition or the pilot episode. So that's just a testament to, the training I had, but also our writer's room. They wrote for us, the actors. So as the show moved on through 4 seasons, our fans who are very, very loyal, I just saw thousands of them over the course of the last 3 days, and 2 weeks ago in New York City.
Right.
So they're very passionate and enthusiastic, and I'm so grateful to have this moment with them too.
Right.
And here I am representing Filipinos.
See, that's what I'm saying. You were doing this even before there were specific roles for Asian American actors, let alone Filipino actors.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking about that when we return on the show. I want you to trace your journey from Daly City and then Hollywood. That's when we return on the show. Don't go away.
You're incredible.
Oh, no, you are. You're still watching So Jannelle. Thank you for sharing your time with us here. Happy Sunday if you're watching on TFC. Happy Saturday if you're watching on ANC. And if you're watching on KXLA Channel 44, we are on Mondays, but we are changing our time slot and our airing day very, very soon. Starting November 10, we're going to be airing on Sunday. So catch us on KXLA. As well, we are available on demand on iWantTFC, and we are always on our social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Vincent Rodriguez is joining us on the show today. He is one of those who have been representing the Filipinos for many, many, many years, even before representation was the buzzword. Vinnie, I know that it was very difficult, right? Your journey from Daly City to Hollywood, and I'm interested because they say you can't be what you can't see. So during your time, I imagine as you were growing up, you couldn't see many of people who look like you, not on the stage on Broadway, not on TV in Hollywood. How did you become that? What was your journey like?
My journey to discovering what I could be in entertainment did actually come from what I did see in front of me, like with my own two eyes on television, and it was limited. So it's not like I had zero, but it wasn't us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I saw Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, come on. And then Paulo Montalban in Cinderella.
Yes.
That was it for me. All of a sudden, I knew R&H songs. I knew Rodgers and Hammerstein really well.
Wow, okay.
I memorized the entire show.
Right.
It became an obsession. Like, I didn't know it at the time, but that ADHD hyperfocus is a real thing. I learned all of it, and I got the part of Prince Christopher at Mercy High School, an all-girls Catholic school, not far from my house.
Right.
It was the second musical I auditioned for outside of my high school. You don't do that.
Right.
It's a public high school. It's Westmore High School in Daly City. Who auditions for things outside of their school?
Yes.
So,
and who gets it
and
after a second audition?
well, I mean, I would actually, my first show outside of my high school was a two week prior to the opening night replacement. In the professional world, it's a replacement track.
Right.
In this case, they've been rehearsing this musical for 2 months.
Yes.
And someone backed out, a lead brat backed out 2 weeks beforehand. And they were calling all the different high schools in the district. So my teacher, Miss Bishop, this high school needs someone to play this role in Guys and Dolls. It's only 2 weeks away. Can you do it? I said, yes.
Yes.
And first rehearsal, I knew the song. I was doing a round off back handspring and choreography. I was learning everything. And so all this enthusiasm when I was young came from pure joy, love, appreciation, and integrity, passion. And I was very fortunate to have mentors and allies and friends. You know, my family supported me, but I definitely reached outside of that box to pull more tools. Dare I say it, scientific tools, visualization, you know, meditation. And I didn't see the roles I wanted out here, but I did see them in here.
Yes.
And I was the role. I was the star. I just didn't know if it would happen, but I kept behaving as if it would come, and they started to come. And then it just kept growing, and here we are.
It's visualization, meditation, and manifestation.
Literally, as soon as you wake up or you realize you're awake, start talking to yourself and just be there. Don't think about your phone. Don't think about where you have to go. Don't think about who you are to other people and what they need from you. That's your time. That's stillness. That's where you can build, like building blocks, a relationship to yourself.
Yes.
So that when you're in those moments that you're scared or you're nervous or people are telling you something or trying to tell you who you are, they can try, but subconsciously they can't shake the blocks that you've created, because every morning you start with these building blocks of your identity and who you want to be and how you want to represent the communities that you belong to and what impact do you want to make. And so every morning I do a lot of different things like that, including my mission statement, some affirmations, and I go through things I'm grateful for. It can be, I woke up. That's actually the first one.
Yeah. And it's not about the quantity. It's not about the length of time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. It's about the quality of how present you are. You can be with yourself, right?
You really can, because not everyone has an hour. Like, Vinnie, I don't have an hour. I know. So what's 5 minutes? Is that even enough? Well, if it's 5 minutes, I don't need to bother doing it. It's not enough. Actually, it is.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
Right.
If you can actually plunge yourself into the deep now, which is essentially the present moment, or where your feet are, as Jamie Lee Curtis would say.
Yes.
You know, when you go there, time can pass strangely, and you can feel like you were there for 5 minutes, but it was a minute, because of how you really took everything away, and all you were was being here with yourself, your feelings, your breath, and then after a minute you're done.
Right.
But, I mean, that kind of care for your brain can positively impact the rest of your body, because that's what your body is responding to, your brain. So your nervous system is being trained. to calm itself, to heal itself. And that kind of emotional regulation is not common in general, and it's not too common for the Filipino culture based on how we were raised.
Exactly. And look at you, you're so calm, you're so perfect. Your hair, face, everything looks perfect, and that's coming from the calm that radiates inside. It comes out, right? You also mentioned something that's very Filipino, is the support of your family. An added layer of challenge for Asian kids, Filipino kids certainly, is that not all parents fully support their kids getting into entertainment. What was your experience like?
It was that. My mom, very loving, very supportive. My dad was a typical Filipino businessman, and he wanted me to take over his business. He always wanted a son. He had 3 daughters, and then he had me. So Vincent Rodriguez the third. You know,
yes.
I'm proud of my name. Thanks, Dad. Vic Rodriguez Jr. Yeah, it was really challenging, and I really had a tough time, Jannelle, with him and that relationship. And it caused a lot of grief. And my friends who'd known me since I was 16, they were there from till now, and they saw all of it. So when they see me in a show or in the voiceover booth, or they have a point of view about me and how far I've come, because it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And it's not where you go to school, it's what you do with the training that you have.
I love that.
And so, well, I had so much from my family, I only had so much from my training, and I knew there was more. So what do you do with that? You build it. From what? There's nothing there. A blank page is the best beginning for anything. Sunday in the Park with George. A blank page or canvas, infinite possibilities. And that's right now. And that's the future. You can write it.
I love that, because a blank page can start anytime. You decide, if this is a blank page, I'm going to start differently from here on. That's your beginning. Right? But I also love the strength and the courage from which you're drawing this. And I love that. I'm grateful that you're being candid with us, talking about, you know, different things, talking about family. I want to touch on that more because I know a lot of people will learn from it and will relate, and your message will resonate, and we will be back with that. Don't go away.